All right, so I'm gonna take another ride. Does anybody else do this? Like, especially people who work from home. You just have to get up from your office sometime and just go, like, I don't know, just get out. I don't know if it's called clearing your head or what, but it works for me sometimes, or most of the time. Sorry if those windshield wipers are making noise. So I just went and got a Starbucks, finished it, rode around, looked at the Trader store. I like to go and trade it. It's like my old man habit, going in to trade it and just seeing what people dropped off. Hey, sometimes you can see some cool stuff there. I got like a $240 deadbolt lock there for $20 just because they labeled it wrong. I guess they thought it was a normal deadbolt. And I've got some other stuff there that's like they weren't quite aware what it was and therefore missed the value. But I don't know. I hear the guy who owns that chain is kind of a weirdo. Like, I won't make any accusations, but I hear like you probably don't want to leave him around your kids. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm just out. Like I said, clear my head, ran a couple errands, and now I'm trying to get back home. Trying to run some different setups in here as far as, like, I see some people have the suction cup for their YouTube when they're doing some YouTube content in their Tesla, but I got this little tripod mounted up here and it's perfect on the dash, so I think I'm going to go this route. It seems to be solid. I don't know. The iPhone 12 Pro, which is old, I know, but it's got a pretty good image stabilization. So yeah, we'll see about that. But I'm trying to get some stuff done. I put out some videos of my clients, or work I did for them, tagging them in it, mention their names, trying to get my name back into the into the ether, my business name back into the ether. So we'll see, and trying to come up with any marketing ideas. If anybody else has got any marketing ideas, like any other video production companies, what do you do for marketing? What do? Do you have lead gen coming up, like a lead generation? Like, you hire somebody to do that for you? I notice a lot of scam things out there where they'll kind of say it's like a training course, lead generation. And they're like, we'll find you clients, but then I hear that's just kind of a big old scam. I don't know. I can't remember the guy's name who does it, but there's several people out there that do it. But I think the courses, they range anywhere from like $3,500 to $8,000. It's like a few months course, and you're supposed to be making thousands of dollars by then. But I don't know what you think about those. If anybody's done those, had good success, let me know. And not people who are on the board of that company either. But yeah, but I don't know what you do for lead gen as far as video stuff. Days like this where I don't have work, or it's raining, or projects get delayed, I always try to think, like, what can I do all day to market? Like, I can never enjoy my day off. I can never just be like, you know what? It got rained out today. I'm going to sit here and watch a movie I've been wanting to watch. I never do that. I can't do it. So in my head, I'm just like, what can I do to market? And then I sit there and I do everything I think of. I post videos. I search ChatGPT. I do some research on that stuff. And then after a while, I just get kind of burnt. So I'm like, I get up. I go get a coffee or whatever. Used to a Red Bull, but no more. So, you people out there drinking Red Bulls, I guess you can have Red Bulls. You can have what you want, but don't drink 6 a day like I was. I was drinking 6 Red Bulls a day. Roughly 6, but average, or 4 to 6 a day. And those things will for sure give you wings. They will give you wings straight up to heaven. Yeah, I had like a tombstone heart attack, like a year ago. This past September before that, or maybe before that. God, time goes so fast, especially when you get old. But yeah, Red Bull, 6 Red Bulls gave me a heart attack. That, and a lot of other stuff, like not eating right, not being physical, like getting up doing stuff, which I'm getting back into. Sit back in the chair. I'm not getting up and walking. You need to get up and walk, function. But now I've hurt my knee. Damn, when you get old, everything starts falling apart. And now my knees hurt. It's a Tesla Model 3. What's up? Anytime a Tesla passes, you get this little nudge, like I need to wave to him because we're part of the same team. Like you said, there's my Tesla buddy, and you don't know him. But most of the time, just people are stuck up. I'm not stuck up, I'll wave at you. I don't know why anybody'd be stuck up in a Model 3 anyway. Model 3s are cheaper than most Toyotas and Hondas. If you're riding by in a Model X or a Plaid or something like that, Cybertruck, you got money. But we went and test drove a Cybertruck this week, me and the wife, this past weekend. I think it was cool, man. I don't like trucks. I like trucks. Like if I had enough money to have a truck and a car, that'd be the idea. And I'd probably have a Tesla both. But yeah, trucks are just kind of big. I don't like getting them in parking lots. I feel rushed, like people behind me and I'm trying to park, swinging around, and then somebody gets in the way and I feel like, oh. And then when I got in, the guy told me, he said, listen, man, it ain't like that in this thing. He said, this thing turns on a dime. And he was serious. Like it turns almost like the center of the truck was the axis. So it doesn't turn like you're turning a big front end of a truck. It turns more like kind of, I didn't know the back wheels turn. So when you turn like this, the back wheels turn too on the Cybertruck. So man, that thing, I was getting it out of places. I got a friend that passed away, and Tesla in Raleigh is right by his cemetery he's at. So we went over there and visited for a second, and there was a what's it called? I keep saying ceremony because I'm so used to video and weddings. A funeral service going on, and me and the wife didn't want to, like, you know, we know the truck was quiet, so it wasn't like we were going to pull up, you know, with a big V8 like these kids do, blow the funeral service out. So we eased up, but everybody was tight. The roads, you know, the roads are narrow through the cemetery. Man, I got that thing. These people were parked on both sides. I got that thing in and out of these little spots like I probably normally couldn't get. You know, could barely get my Model 3 in and out of. But that truck, man, it was pretty cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to be stuck with it. Like if it was my only car, I still feel the same way about trucks, and like the Cybertruck still fits that too. I don't like I don't like the bigness. But like I said, if I had money and I could have a car and a truck, I'd probably get a Cybertruck and that and the Model 3. Hell, if I had money, I'd get a blacked out Model S Plaid, and then maybe a blacked out Cybertruck. You know, if you wishing and talking about if you had money. So, but I'm gonna get there, man. I gotta figure this thing out. I gotta figure YouTube out. I gotta figure out other things, because it's tough. You go to clients. This is the way I feel. Creators out there, video people, tell me if you feel the same way. Sometimes when I go to clients, I'm telling them, listen, here's what I can do. You tell me your goal, and you tell me your goal, you tell me your budget, you tell me what you want to do, and when you want to achieve it, a date, deadline. Give me a few days, and I'll come up with a marketing strategy that will achieve that if you put the work in. And I feel like sometimes they look at me like, oh, okay, well, why aren't you like that? Why is your YouTube channel? And I'm like, well, I'm too busy trying to convince you people. Oh, I'm too busy trying to work for you, and like I don't do it for myself. So sometimes I think like, all right, maybe I did that whole thing backwards. Like maybe I should do it in my own channel. That way, then I could go to people and do it. Like, I mean, I could go to people and present it that way. Like, well, look what I did with my channel. And I'm just trying to get a client to take a chance on me to like, look, give me your stuff. Like you who work in medicine, or you who works in pharmaceuticals, or you that works in physical training, you do that and let me come up with the videos ideas. You hire me to do your video marketing, and I'll come up with the ideas. Because that's what I do. You do your profession, and I'll do my profession. And then I can get a client that I can prove to what I can do. Because I know I can do this. It's a mathematical equation. Or, damn it, I'll do it with myself. I'll figure out how to do it sooner or later. I'm assuming I got time. If I can fix a few things about myself, I'm assuming I got time. But you never know, do you? So that's why I got to kind of get at it and go. Period. I got some stuff on my plate I got to work out though. You know, I got a couple of bad habits. I got a couple of bad ideas. I got I'm not like an alcoholic or anything or do pills. But yeah, I got a couple of bad habits and stuff that I need to knock out. Need to get better with my marketing. Need to get better with my budgeting, especially learn about money. I need to learn about investing. God knows I need to learn about investing. 48 now, so I'm not gonna be able to work forever. Not gonna be able to do stuff forever like this, physical stuff. But take this curve. It's raining quite a bit, but you can tell. I don't know why I'm going here. Which I don't know. The Tesla here almost makes it impossible. We know it's not because we see them wrecked all the time. They have an accident. This thing pays better attention than I do. It's coming down out here. Speed up my windshield wipers a little bit here. Hopefully they're not too loud in the microphone. But anyway, yeah, so I just want to kind of prove to the client that I can do this stuff, man. Like, give me everything. Like, let me do your YouTube channel. If you want to do a YouTube series, if you got a business and you want to do a YouTube series about this, I don't think a lot of people understand that, because I didn't understand that at first about YouTube, about it being Google and the search engine for Google and how it brings up the whole, their videos first. You're going to get the video versus all the other platforms. So I don't think a lot of people realize that. So a lot of people don't do YouTube. They're always on TikTok or Facebook, and a lot of them fail. Yo, I'm in that too, because Facebook, I'm gonna be honest with you, I believe Facebook is a complete fraud with the ads. I know people out there will probably disagree with me. I just don't trust it. Because I've done several little businesses, several little pages. Here's what I find. You open the page, you'll start posting stuff. It'll get shown among your regular friends and stuff like that, family. And you post, build up, and if you post public, whatever, it'll get seen by a lot of people. And then it kind of goes off. And then they start sending you advertisements for, run this ad, boost your post. And then you boost it. They might get a little something. But then, as you keep boosting it, every time you stop your boost, every time you stop advertising, it goes off. It's like your views get cut more and more off. It's almost like they have a little drain, and they just keep cutting it off a little bit more every time you run an ad. Because what are you gonna do if you run an ad? You get all this attention, all these views and likes, and then you stop. Your money runs out of the ad, and then your videos drop to like 0. You're gonna be like, what do I need to do? Blueprint, run an ad. I think that's all it is. I think it's just they control it. They create the problem of no views, but they give you just a little bit at the beginning. I don't know that. That's my theory. I have no idea how that thing works as far as the algorithm on Facebook. We all used to. I lost track of that a long time ago. I do know that the key to mostly everything is consistency, and I know that's the hardest because life is fast-paced. It changes. A lot of stuff happens, and it's hard to post, especially long-form videos. But I don't know. People are going to have to start learning to do that, because then you can I try to explain to the companies, you need to start with YouTube and do that long-form content on YouTube. Tell your big story on YouTube with the intentions and with the ideas of chopping that up, and putting little parts out on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and then sending them to your YouTube platform. Nobody wants to do that. It's like everybody's got a budget, $1,000, $4,000 in that neighborhood. They want to spend a month in the video, and then after 6 months or a year, they're like, well, we don't see anything. And I'm like, what do you mean? You hadn't done any optimizing on your YouTube channel. I hadn't optimized your YouTube channel. All your video descriptions are blank. You hadn't done anything to push this. So yeah, one video is not going to work. but then they don't want to spend the money to keep, doing consistent videos or do consistent long form content to chop up into shorter content. But it's like, man, that's the key. That's the whole key to everything. You got to just have consistent content, and that's the way you can have consistent content is, and not have to shoot every day or hire me to go out and work all this time on your jobs to get footage. You hire me for a couple of jobs, and we'll go out and shoot, and then we come back and then we build the structure, kind of like a pyramid. You put that long form content up top, and then you kind of break it down into the other platforms. But it keeps attention, it keeps your name out there. It's just like what I was talking about earlier in the past couple of videos. You just want to keep your name out in the atmosphere, out in the ether, or whatever way you're comfortable calling it. You can keep your name out there all the time. I can tell every time when I do something like this that I mark it and I get slow and my pages are not getting any attention, and I'll mark it up right quick, and as soon as I start doing that, I'll get attention or I'll get a customer that comes in. So it's like, man, imagine if I could do this all the time. Like, that would be super cool. But it's tough. But anyway, I'm heading home, guys. It's raining. I gotta go home to my little baby dogs. Be safe. Peace.